It's time for Ryan's Roses. This comes to us from Ontario, and I'm worried. It says, I received an overdue parking ticket notice in the mail from my husband's car. When I looked at the date, it was for a time when he was supposedly out of town, and it wasn't from the airport. I did a little digging, and I found that there was actually no evidence that he was out of town at all. There was also no credit card activity for the span of those 2 to 3 days, which is highly unusual. He uses his credit card for everything because he gets reimbursed at work. So we have a real problem. The guy's, no matter what he's doing, he's lying to his wife. Sandra, good morning. Thank you for coming on. I'm sorry you're going through this. How long have you been married, Sandra?
It seems like forever.
How long is forever?
5 years.
For 5 years.
Yeah.
I just gave the facts to everybody from your email. So your husband did not go out of town. He did not use his credit card.
No.
Where could he have disappeared for 2 to 3 days?
I don't know. Honestly, it doesn't make any sense to me. The ticket, was somewhere in Anaheim, and we live in Ontario. He's supposed to be in Arizona, so I don't. Just doesn't.
Wow. So, but do you think he was with another woman for 2 to 3 days?
Well, I don't know what to think, but I hope not. I mean, I'm praying that he wasn't. But I don't know.
That's a long run, right?
It is. It's a long time, and so now I'm wondering, well, how many other times has he not been in Arizona?
Well, let's go back and look at the credit card. But I'm going to do this. I'm going to put you on hold. We are going to come right back and make the call to him, okay?
Okay.
This is the call. If you're just joining us, the Ryan's Roses call is happening. Quickly to bring you up to speed. Sandra, married for 5 years. She she saw this parking ticket, which was overdue, a notice in the mail for her husband's car. Looked at the date, and she noticed it was for a time he was supposedly out of town. Now, then she went back, checked all the records. He did not go out of town. Mm-mm. He did not go to the airport. He didn't charge anything on his card for 2 to 3 days. He always does, she says, because he gets reimbursed for everything. So he lied.
Yeah.
He said he was out of town on business.
He was supposed to be in Arizona, but the ticket was Anaheim.
The car ticket, the vehicle ticket was in Anaheim, and he was supposed to have traveled to Arizona, but in the 2 to 3 day period he was supposed to be on this work trip, he was caught in Anaheim with a ticket. Mm-hmm. So, Sandra, here's what we're going to do. Now, we are going to call your husband. Sissany. Okay. You're going to hear all of this, okay? I just want you to know that. You're going to hear all of this.
Okay.
Sissany is going to offer him some roses. Now, we'll find out who he sends them to, whether he sends them to you or somebody else. Then there's more, Sandra. Then she's going to ask him to get a little more detail. Well, what note would you like to send? What would you like to put on the card for the flowers? Sandra, I need you to say, Ryan, you my permission to call, and then whatever his name is, on Kiss FM.
Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM. Absolutely.
Okay, we're good. Here we go. Be very quiet. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Tim?
Yes, who's calling?
Hi, Tim. My name is Ariel. I'm calling from Ari's Flowers and Design. How are you doing this morning?
I'm okay.
We're a new flower
I
shop.
didn't order anything.
No, I know. We're a new flower shop here on Grove Avenue. You know where the Wabi Sabi is?
Yeah?
Yeah, we're in that shopping center, actually. And so we're brand new. We're just trying to promote our delivery service, and that's why we're calling you. You've been selected to receive a dozen red roses, and that you could send to anybody that you'd like this morning.
Well, I'm not buying anything.
No, they're free. I promise you, they're absolutely free. I don't need credit card information from you, billing info.
No. I appreciate it very much, but nothing. I learned a long time ago. Nothing good ever comes from selling flowers.
Oh, I promise. They're free. We just hope that, like, whoever you send them to promotes us to friends and family. That's all we want is spread the word.
No, I appreciate your time very much, but no, I'm not interested.
Really? Oh, come on.
All right, Tim, I need you to know your voice is being broadcast on the radio. My name is Ryan Seacrest. That is Sissany, and we have your wife, Sandra, on the line.
Okay.
Sandra, would you like to tell Tim what's going on?
Yeah, Tim, you were supposed to be in Arizona last year, December, for 2 or 3 days, and I just got a...
Wait, what are you talking about?
I got a parking ticket violation in the mail for your car. And so you were in Arizona. The parking ticket is for Anaheim, somewhere in Anaheim. Okay, where were you? Where were you when you were supposed to be in Arizona? Where were you that weekend?
This is not important. Let's not do this right now, okay?
No, I need to know where you were and who you were with.
No,
I need to know now. Yes, you tell me right now. This is ridiculous. You need to tell me the truth. Who were you with, Tim? Tell me, Tim. You got to tell me. I need to know.
Christina.
Christina?
Who's Christina?
No.
Who's Tim, who is Christina, and why were you in Anaheim with her and lying to your wife saying you were in Phoenix? What's going on, Tim?
Christina who, Tim? Please, for God's sakes, tell me.
Morales.
Christina Morales? My boss?
This is not the time or the place to do this.
What? How? When did you meet her? I don't understand. What? When did you meet her?
I met her at the office party. What, are you kidding me? Your office party. Your party.
Hold on for a second, Tim. You're yelling at your wife here. You're sleeping with your wife's boss? And you're lying to her about it? And how long has this been going on?
Well, if she'd pay attention, first of all, if she'd pay attention to my needs, maybe...
No. First of all, let me tell you something, first of all. First of all, how long has this been going on? That's the first of alls.
It's going on for a while.
Yeah, so why'd you do it, Tim?
Well, again, like I said, if she would pay attention to my needs and not be such a cold fish, maybe we wouldn't have this problem.
Oh my got it. So you're the victim here.
Do you ever think about telling me first and talking to me about it first before you go off and do something like that?
You don't ever seem to have the time for me. You got time for your work, but you don't have time for me. So don't sit here and scream up a drape.
Tim, this is just Sandra. He's with your boss, and what's your relationship, Sandra, like with your boss, Christina?
Well, before this, it was great. We get along great, like sisters.
Well, that's even more disgusting because she's sick in the head. She's seeing your husband, and she's two-facing you. And, Tim, you got a problem because you are blaming your wife on this one.
This is something that's been brewing for a while, so I can't...
Well, I don't care how long it's been brewing. You don't mess around on your wife with her boss. I mean, come on, bro. That's just embarrassing.
What about your vows? What about your 5 years of marriage? None of that matters? Do you not love your wife?
What about communication? What about attention?
What about communication, Tim? Why didn't you come to me first?
Like I said, you don't have time for me.
I always have time for you. I always make time for you. You are more important than anything.
Yeah, maybe now I am.
I don't think so. I don't think, Sandra. I don't think you worked this one out. I don't think so.
Sandra, you deserve so much better.
I don't think so. I think the disrespect is so layered here. Tim, I hang up on you now intentionally. Sandra, I don't quite know how to guide you on this one. You got a husband who's completely insensitive. You got a boss who is manipulative and a liar and conniving, and she's your boss who's acting like a best friend. And this is when I walk away from a call going, who do you trust on this? You can't trust your friend boss. You can't trust your husband. This is bad. But Sandra, I don't know any more than details of your relationship, but my quick opinion is these two people need to be not in your life, and you need to figure out or find someone that treats you with the amount of respect you deserve and somehow get through this, which is going to be the most difficult thing you could possibly ever do. But the outcome, God willing, if you can get through it, will be worth it. Because that man does not appreciate or respect you. And that woman has got another thing coming. And I'm going to
You're absolutely right.
I need to put you on hold as well, okay, sweetheart? And good luck.
Thank you.